In this video, we will talk about how to deduplicate your references effectively. Every once in a while, you might run into a case where you have imported different versions of the same citation or reference into your EndNote library. So for instance here, if you look at mine, I have two different versions of Bandara right here. They look a little bit different, but they're essentially the same item. Deduplicating your library is important because if you use both versions of a reference in your in-text citations, you'll have duplicates in your references or works cited list. So let's say that I pulled this Bandara into one piece of my paper, and then later I pulled this Bandara in as an in-text citation in another piece of my paper. So EndNote is not going to know that these are actually the same reference, and both of these are going to show up in my works cited or bibliography, and it'll look like there was a repeat. So one of the easiest ways to overcome this is to use deduplication. So to start the deduplication process, I'm going to make sure that I've clicked on all references in the left-hand pane of our library to make sure that all of my references are displayed. Then I'm going to click on the library drop-down menu, and I'll go ahead and go down to Find Duplicates and click there. A new box will open titled Find Duplicates and will show you two records that it thinks are similar. So here's a good example. You can choose the one that you'd like to keep, so I could keep the one on the left or the one on the right. It's up to you which one you choose. I generally choose the one that has more data. These look about the same, so I'm going to click to keep the one on the right. If you don't want to delete the duplicates, or if they're not actually duplicates, you can click the skip button in the upper right hand corner. If you do that, then they'll appear in a temporary duplicate references group for later review. The tool will take you through each of the duplicates it finds. If you choose the cancel button, EndNote will automatically select the most recently entered version of each duplicate and highlight them. Then you can drag the highlighted references into the trash to remove them from your library. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to click on cancel, and it's highlighting for me the most recently entered version of each duplicate. So I could just drag all of these into the trash. If you want to, you can also change which fields EndNote is using to find duplicates. To do this, click on the Edit drop-down in the menu toolbar and choose Preferences in the drop-down menu. And in the Preferences menu that opens, choose Duplicates from the left-hand part of the window. In the window that opens, you can choose what fields you want EndNote to compare references on when it's looking for duplicates. So for instance, we have author, year, and title selected, as well as reference type, but we could also ask it to look at DOI or at any of these other potential fields. Once we've made the changes we want, we can go ahead and click OK to implement them. Thank you, and see you in Module 3.